So, Dr. Shaw, I assume that what people are initially seeking this out for is some kind of like relaxation or relief,
Yeah.
um,
Or energy.
or energy, right? Because there's a lot of conflicting information out there about what this actually is and what it does, and all of the benefits of it,
Hmm.
and honestly, the dosing. Um, and you're right, where it's like, yeah, these health influencers, they're talking about doing something way different than the addict who's seeking.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, how connected is this to the quieting of the amygdala?
So we it's probably really related to that,
Yeah,
right? Because we've talked about dopamine being like the number way to quiet down the amygdala.
yeah, but
And
it is not the correct route that we're trying to go.
yeah, we're not trying to do that. We're trying it's what's the healthy quieting of it down,
Right, long
right?
term, lasting, healthy way to quiet it down. And this actually is a very effective short term,
Yep.
but also has a lot of negatives.
Especially with the amount of dopamine that you're getting in such a short period of time, that's where the danger lies.
Yeah.
And so what you're getting, the severe restless leg that you're getting from that is a dysregulation of the dopaminergic system. I think what's happening is that a lot of the people that are using this fall into that I've seen in the hospital fall into two categories, right? The first category is someone who has no idea what kratom is
Hmm.
and took it and was like, oh, like this feels good, right? Let me keep taking it.
Hmm.
Or they took it for like back pain, or they took it for like some type of like analgesic relief, and they got addicted to it as the dosing increased slowly over time, right? And this may have been over the course of like, a month, 2 months, a year,
Yeah.
right? The other group that I'm seeing is addicts and alcoholics that are in recovery that
Mhm.
are going to the smoke shop, and then they're like, oh, like, let me just take some of this. This will feel good. Because addicts and alcoholics are notorious, or like one of the theories that they have a low dopamine state, and that's why they're using, is that they're going and finding relief from this particular substance. And because they're finding relief from it, right, they are very quickly escalating to higher and higher doses, and they're becoming dependent upon it. And that dependency that they're getting from it is really, really hard to come off once you're there.
When you talk about like the benefits of these types of things, so as somebody who like I am in recovery with a long history of opiate use, and when I took kratom, got no like psychoactive effect.
Oh,
Where
that's really interesting. So
yeah,
you didn't get any relief from that whatsoever.
no,
Interesting.
no,
Okay.
and so the question I guess would be is this just one of those things that people end up taking because it's not dangerous, and then they develop this dependency? So there are things out there that like don't hurt you up front, but then become extremely dangerous later. And this is one of those situations where I see it. It's like there's no downside to it up front.
Yeah.
You're also not going to test dirty. Well, nowadays you can,
No,
right?
so in our IOP, we're definitely testing for
Yeah.
kratom. The
Hmm.
the cups that are coming out now have kratom in them, because it's so common now. Like
Yeah.
it's just there. If you had asked me like 4 years ago, like, are you testing for kratom? I'd be like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Like that sounds excessive, Matt. Like there's no reason to do that. But now I'm like, you almost have to test for kratom because
Yeah.
you have no idea. Like you automatically kind of assume that they're taking it as a way of like getting off of it.